Welcome to Tom Bowman Live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the conversation on this beautiful Sunday morning. It's somewhat chilly outside, but nevertheless, it is a beautiful morning. So, as you can see, I have a guest live in studio. Pardon for the interruption, but we had to somewhat restart this broadcast, and I'm going to do it the right way. I don't like doing things in a haphazard way. But as we're getting started once again, for those of you who have subscribed to Tyrone Bowman Live, thank you for subscribing and help me to get to 2,000 subscribers. It's not a hard thing to do. We just need to get it done. There are a lot of different programs here on YouTube, but I think this is one of the better ones because I deal with real life issues involving real life people and circumstances. But today I want to talk about Sisters Original Supreme Pies Incorporated, which was established in 2014 and is an acclaimed award-winning specialty dessert business known for crafting unique and gourmet pies. Signature creations like the 24 carat made with fresh carrots, or the queen bee made with red beans, the classic bean made with navy beans, and the butternut squash made with fresh squash. Supreme pies have garnered widespread recognition for their exceptional quality and innovation. The business sells throughout Philadelphia, farmers markets, pop-up events, allowing customers to sample their unique and gourmet pies. Sampling Supreme pies can cause extreme excitement. It makes the customers happy, sing, dance, and share with its pies in restaurants and cafes. Sisters Original Supreme Pies operates and bakes out of Brown's ShopRite Superstore. We're going to talk about that in a moment, as well as participating in Brown's Business Incubator program in Philadelphia. Sisters Original Supreme Pies has earned 10 prestigious awards. It's been featured at the Philadelphia Art Museum Perelman Center and is a proud recipient of the Goldman Sachs 1 Million Blacks in Business Award. Recently, Sisters Original Supreme Pie was recognized by the Elevated Together Initiative and selected for Santander's Cultivate Small Business Program and the Urban League and Intuit Ideas Program, committed to excellence and community engagement. Sisters Original Supreme Pies is passionate about mentoring and supporting aspiring entrepreneurs. So please help me to welcome Nefertari Muhammad.
Good morning.
Did I get it right?
Five. Yes, you got it right. You got it right.
Nefertari Muhammad,
Yes.
welcome to Tyrone Bowman Live.
Thank you for having me.
It's always good. We're going to get. Well, I want to talk about everything here. Probably at the top of the hour, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back, and then around the 10 o'clock hour, we're going to go over to my Instagram feed. How's that sound?
Sounds wonderful.
All right. Everybody has a beginning.
Yes.
We all have a journey. We all have a beginning. So let's talk about your beginning for a moment.
Wow, the beginning.
So how did it all start for you?
Oh, so we want to talk about Sisters Original Supreme Pies
No,
first?
I want to talk about you.
We talk about
come a little closer.
Nefertari.
Nefertari. I want to talk about you, the visionary, the entrepreneur, the mover, the shaker, the exciter.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Thank you. So I want to say it all started because of my children.
Wow.
I was a single parent, and I had 3 children at that time, and I did not want the street to have my children. And I wanted to raise my children myself. I didn't want them to go into daycare or anything like that. So it all started actually with the community flea market that I ran for 25 years. Yes. So what it is that it was a matter of a prayer. God, I need help. Where am I going to get this stuff to do this flea market? And a friend of mine said to me, she says, I got this place. She said, don't tell nobody about this place. It's your diamond in the rough. I said, diamond in the rough? I said, okay, well, I go to this auction, the Goodwill auction. So I'm selling clothes to consignment shops. Now I'm hearing going once, going twice, going 3 times. So what's going on over here? And what I noticed is that they were selling all kind of household stuff. So what I did was focused on what was going on at that time. We had what is it called, the welfare to work program going
Yes.
on.
Yep.
We had the child care thing going on. People were actually creating businesses in their home with child care. And then we had the children in the DHS system. We had the parents that were taking care of those children in the DHS system. So I said, you know what, God? I said, let me start selling baby stuff. So I would get the baby stuff at a reasonable cost, and I created this. God blessed me to create this wonderful flea market on 48th and Brown for 25 years. People were coming from North Carolina, from New York. They were coming from all over just to come to this wonderful flea market. And what it is that we grew, we took the whole corner over for 25 years. So that's how it all got started.
It all started because of a flea market.
Yes.
And wanting to provide for your children
Yes.
as a single parent.
Yes. Yes.
See, ladies and gentlemen, never despise your beginnings. Never despise who you are. Everybody, I don't care who we are, including me, we all have a story. We all have a journey. Many times it's not a pretty story, but it has to be told. Books don't sell based upon, see, there's superficiality in the book selling business. People want to write books that make people feel good and sound good, but in order to do that, you got to deal with the hurt and the pain and the journey that comes along with the success. Am I right about it?
Absolutely.
Because nobody is successful without a struggle.
Absolutely.
So in dealing with the free market and helping people that are on welfare, the welfare back to work program, because we've all been there. We used to get the food stamps, and now they got the EBT card, but we used to have the coupon books.
Yes.
Back in the day, which
Yes.
was equivalent to money. You know how we used to do it back then?
Yes, I remember.
Yes,
I remember.
With purple,
Yes.
orange.
Yes.
They had a green one.
Yes.
So I remember those coupon
Yes,
books we used to get.
yes.
And we had to use them.
Absolutely.
But you could do more with a coupon book back then than you could with the EBT card.
Yes.
So now, how do you move from the flea market to becoming the sole owner of your own company?
Wow. So there's something else I want to add into this, right,
Yes.
to get to that point.
There you go.
Right? Because what happens is that everything, it's like nothing lasts forever.
No.
And I just started noticing that it was really challenging for me to get product, and I need to find another side hustle. It's like everything is whatever I gotta do. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler and a Jane of all trades, and I love tools. So I had to throw that in.
And you're a master of them. You're just not a jack of all trades. That's right.
Everything. I master everything.
Yes.
So what I decided to do is like, let's go to ShopRite and become a hack. So I'm a female.
You need to stop. You see, that's why I'm a conversationalist, y'all. All kind of stuff comes out when folk talk to me. You hear just pow.
Yes.
Hack.
Yes. I became a hack. Right, and what it is
I
that
remember the black private taxis.
Yes. And
Hackman.
Uber to get a hack, get a ride. That was my saying,
Yes.
But what it is that I tapped into the females. The females weren't comfortable about the men driving them. So guess what? I was hacking and driving everybody everywhere. It was a phenomenal experience, meeting with other women and hearing their story about their children, their lives, their husbands, the whole 9 yards. So we all connected. God blessed me with this gift that people can actually open up to me, and allow me to, hear their pain. So, all right. So now once we tapped into the hacking, that's over, right? Because I lost my car. And it's when one door.
What do you mean by you lost?
Because what happened was the car broke down and I couldn't get it fixed.
Okay.
I'm running, not taking care of the car, so I lost the car. So now what am I going to do? So God led me to go into gardening.
Listen, y'all.
Okay.
Now pay attention
gardening,
to her spiritual journey.
This is phenomenal.
1 second. Pay attention to her spiritual journey that's leading her from one dimension to another. It's very important to be spiritually connected. In this world of superficiality and materialism that wants to eliminate the spiritual aspect will lead you to total ruin. True?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So you gardening.
Gardening. So I'm I'm at the flea market, and what happens is someone says, "This sister over here is, she has a garden in Chester, and I wanted to help." So guess what? I went back to work one day at the flea market,
Mm-hmm.
and this brother walks up. He drives up, and I need help. We
Mm-hmm.
need help. We got to get to Chester to help this sister. I did not know this brother. My brother from another mother. That's what I call him today. Did not know him, and I said, "We have to go to Chester to help this sister. Will you help me?" Next thing you know, the journey began. Next thing you know, Maya had no car. So how about we ended up with 3 cars? We had 13 people. And we were on our way over to Chester to go help this woman,
Really?
this sister. I want
With
to know.
gardening?
Yes. So what it is that she had created hoop houses. So this is that beginning of me becoming a GMO and compost education specialist, which the other business is called Supreme Compost. So I went over there
Now,
and
GMO, for those who don't know, what does that stand for?
genetically modified organisms. So our
Okay,
food has
there
been
you go.
compromised by genetically modified organisms, which is causing our health to decrease rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when I went over there to help the sister, guess what? Everything just started blowing up. It's like when it comes to God, anything that you put in your mind that you need, you will achieve. And God blessed us with 13 people, along with cars and tools to go over there to help the sister. So now the sister walks me through the process of me going into the greenhouse. She picks a green squash up, what's it called, zucchini, and she hands it to me. Then we go inside the greenhouse, and there's another squash inside, and I noticed the difference. The one on the outside, the green squash, had yellow like little dots on it, but the one on the inside was perfect.
Mm.
All right. So then what ends up happening is that she gave me some spring mix. I ate the spring mix. I felt it through my body. I said, "Oh my God, people have to learn about how to make compost and grow their own fruits and vegetables." And I was excited about it. Then she said, Can you make some compost and make supreme compost?" And I said, "Yes." So she gave me one handful of worms. What happened was she told me how to feed the worms. I was feeding the worms butternut squash and carrots and sweet potato. No matter of fact, it was sweet potatoes. All right. I nursed the worms, and to the point where as it was evolving. The worms was in this container. You saw the fluid in the container. You saw survival because it was fluid in the container, and the worms were all on top of each other. So it was like every time I started to grow in the business, I started learning more about humans, and I learned about the insects and the worms and how they survive. All right. So now what ends up happening is that the business started evolving. Now I want to teach people how to make your own compost. I prayed, God, I said, mind you, I told you I lost my car.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
And
gotcha.
I didn't tell you the part that I lost my garage with everything in it, and I had nothing. And I said, God, I said,
You
if you
lost the
get me,
car, you lost the garage with all your possessions in it,
yes,
right?
yes. And I said, God, if you get me out of this, I will do whatever you want me to do. I remember when I lost the car, I'm a go getter. For 25 years, I'm on 100 miles an hour. I slept for a whole week. Next thing you know, I got up. I thought about what's the name, Forrest Gump. Forrest kept running.
Yes, you kept running.
Forrest kept running,
Yeah.
and he kept running, and everybody was running behind him. That was me. And I'm laying on this couch. It's like, you know what? Now it's time to get up and go out there in that world and learn how to catch the bus. And guess what? That's when Sisters Original Supreme Pies came into play.
Now, when the name came, were you actually making the pies, or did you have the name first?
No, it was all designed. It was a matter of the children going into this program, and we all collaborated and came up with the name. 2 daughters, those are my last 2 daughters. Right now they're 23 and 24. Sisters, the pies are original, and they're supreme pies. This is how the name came about.
What makes the pies supreme? I think I know, but I.
It's what makes it is the whole concept of it. Okay,
Yes.
because God blessed me with the recipe. I was going around asking people about, asking people help me. I don't know what I'm doing, and I couldn't get no help. So it's like, God, I need a recipe. I'm a hustler. I need a recipe, and God gave me the recipe of the bean pie. That was the first pie that actually went on the market, and I entered it in the contest and actually won. So I was so inspired. I was like, God, I need another recipe. Somebody gave me a pair of carrot earrings. That's the next pie. Carrot pie. That's how carrot pie was
This
born.
is the
Yes,
carrot.
that's the carrot pie. Yes, that's the 24 carrot pie. Yes.
I see
Th-
that.
then it was like, okay, God, I need another pie. Butternut squash. And each time I made another pie, one time only, they came out a winner.
Yes. I thought I had the butternut squash here. Now this is.
Yes, we do have a butternut squash, but
Let's see. This
no,
is this. Which
that
which one
that's
is
this
this?
is queen bean. Queen bean. That's a small red bean pie.
See that? And this one
That is called the classic bean. So to go back with the queen bean, that's small red beans, right? And this one here is the navy bean.
Yes.
So what it is that one pie is lighter than the other, so the bean is bigger with the queen bean, and the navy bean is a little bit smaller. But they're so
Understood.
phenomenal,
Now,
so phenomenal.
this is stuff we ate growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Bean soup, beans. For a while, that's all we had was beans.
Absolutely, yes.
Especially when we
bean
got
burgers,
those digits.
bean salad.
when
That's
those-
what we grew up
when
on.
those digits
yes,
came.
yes.
Don't act like y'all don't know. Don't play with me.
Loving
Don't
it,
play
loving
with.
it, loving it.
Listen, don't play with me on this program. Y'all listen. Some of y'all still got the EBT cards. You better use it while you can, but you know what's coming, y'all.
That's right.
don't-
Start storing your beans up.
Listen,
Start storing your water up in your house.
You better do like I'm doing. I already started.
Okay.
I started storing food and waters and packets and everything.
Okay,
I'm
yes,
not
sir.
playing.
I grew up in the Nation of Islam,
Listen,
so
yes.
I know. You know what I'm saying? All your personal stuff, get everything and get prepared.
That's right.
Right. And don't be afraid.
Self-sufficiency, quote unquote, do for self was the central message and teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Do for self.
Yes. Absolutely.
Bakeries, stores, restaurants, schools,
Right.
publishing company, etc.
Yes, and that's what the most honorable Elijah Muhammad inspired me.
Yes.
Is to do for self, and I'm gonna tell you,
And we're
it's
gonna
really
give him his props.
Absolutely, we got to give him his props. And also when it comes to the How to Eat to Live, page 10, he said, learn how to grow your food because the food that they're eating is not good for our stomach.
I have booked 1 and 2, and I was studying it earlier. I read it a couple times last year, and I'm gonna go back and study it again. And so much vital information
Absolutely.
in those books.
He was way ahead of time. And it took us a little bit of time to catch up to understand what he was saying. And also talked about the chemicals that they're using in our food.
And you know
such
what?
as the
You're right, because you can
Roundup,
taste
right.
these chemicals.
Yes.
You're like, hold up.
Yes.
This is not real bread.
Yes. Seedless grapes, seedless watermelons is not good. It has no nutritional value whatsoever. And it's making us sick. Let's tap into the kidney dialysis center.
Yes.
They're all over the place. All right. And not advertised. Did you notice that? Not advertised. Why they gonna advertise? They don't have to advertise because we're gonna end up there anyway, right?
Yep. You have your red watermelon. I saw the yellow watermelon. I tasted, the traditional one, the yellow one, which is very delicious. And anytime you go get a watermelon that doesn't have seeds in it, get rid of it.
Absolutely.
That's the GMO stuff.
Absolutely.
That's the stuff that's grown in the laboratory.
Yes. You can tap into the Carters. Let's see here. I got to give him a plug in because he's my number one supporter. They sell the seeded watermelons on Lindbergh Boulevard. I think it's like the 8100 or 8400 Lindbergh Boulevard. You'll see them, and there also will be at the farmers market at the tail, and we'll give you more information about that. But yeah.
So, where do you actually bake the pies at?
We bake the pies at the Brown ShopRite.
Located?
At 2946 Island Avenue. So we're in their incubator business program. So this is where we've been baking our pie in a mega. I've been blessed with the prayer answer mega kitchen.
Are you like in a partnership, or is it contractually?
No, I'm in their incubator business program. So what they did was they allowed me to use their kitchen space.
Right.
All right, and then grow my business at the same time.
So it's a partnership.
Yeah, yes.
Right. Okay. Are you LLC?
I'm incorporated.
Yes.
I'm an S corp.
What S corp meaning? Take your time. Take your time.
S corporation.
So wait a minute. She didn't see most of the time, and I'm gonna blast some of you commentators out there and interviewers. Do not bring people to your programs or your radio stations and your television stations if you're not going to talk to them. Nobody wants to be reduced to a sound bite. No one wants to be reduced to a snippet. Because when you have major stars, y'all fawn all over them. You got to get a towel and wipe your mouth. You want to keep them for hours, and they don't have that kind of time. So those of us who are ordinary people, I'm a people person. I'm a commentator, I'm a journalist, I'm a broadcaster, but I'm a conversationalist. And we have conversations on this program because there are things I want to know. There are things we all need to know. That's why I'm asking certain questions where I am. So the incubator is huge.
Yes. So you said
In
what is
4 minutes we're going to take a break and I'll be right back.
Okay, you said what is an S corp? It's just an entity because they have a couple of entities like an LLC, a S corp or C corp. So what it is, it's just a certain entity. It puts you in a certain tax bracket. Yes,
okay.
That's all that is.
And they can get all these pies that we showed here. This is the carrot. That's a 24 carat. Let me show that again. And this one right here, this is the queen bean.
Yes.
Show that one. And this is the traditional, classic
90-year-old pie.
You know, bean pie, my brother?
Yes. Them pies. Got them pies.
I just don't have one bow tie. Listen, y'all know I love y'all, the Nation of Islam. I'm just joshing over here. So, you know how we do it. We got to have some fun in the midst of all this. And how many do you make per day or per week?
Well, it varies because it varies for the simple fact that when we do pop-ups, then we get calls. We also, surface Sides Restaurant on 45th and Walnut and Brown Street Cafe that's inside of ShopRite also.
Wow.
Yes, also sells our pies as well.
Wow. And how much are the pies?
The pies are $4.
$4.
Yes.
For the small ones.
For the small ones, and we also have the 9-inch size.
Mm-hmm.
And you asked me, well, how many pies do I bake? I want to say in a week maybe about 800.
Seriously? Wow.
Yes, because I do.
Is family involved too?
No, my family's not involved yet.
They're waiting for it to blow up.
No, wait a minute. No. One of my daughters just called me the other day and says, "Mommy, I want to help you with the business." Yeah, I've been doing this business for 10 years, so you can imagine I'm totally exhausted. And this is a legacy for my children. So what it is that we have ideas in our mind about our children and leaving them a legacy, but sometimes they're not ready yet. But so it's a matter of a prayer and waiting and just keep hustling. That's and right. I got my prayer. My prayer was answered on Friday. She called me up and says, "Mommy, I'm ready to help you. We're going to meet on Monday and let's sit down and talk."
Tyrone Bowman Live. We're having this conversation on today. Supreme Pies Inc. It's interesting to know the backstory. It's interesting to know. Don't forget, y'all, if you're coming through, please subscribe to the channel. Help a brother out over here. This channel is not monetized. It's never going to be monetized because I'm going to say and do what I want to do, and I'm not going to be beholden to anyone. I need to take a quick break for purposes here, and we're going to be right back with Tyrone Bowman Live right after this. So you can still look into the camera if you want, and you can talk to them about these pies. Put them up in that camera, girl. Talk to them.
Well, let's see here. Since I have the mic, thank you very much, Tyrone. Put on the spot, but we can handle this. So let's see here. We do pop-ups at the Brown Street Cafe. At the Brown's ShopRite on Fox Street. That's 3100 Fox Street. So we do them twice a month. So the next pop-ups, if you would like to come out, sample the pies, enjoy the excitement, what we're doing is tickling taste buds as well, and create and connecting connecting the community as well. 11 to 4, 3400 Fox Street, ShopRite. As soon as you walk in, you'll see us right there, and come experience this. You can sample the pies. We also connect with entrepreneurs, individuals who want to start their own business. So it's like we have like a dual thing. This is my or our employees as well as our customers. Sisters Original Supreme Pies has so many different resources. We're connected with the Urban League, and we're connected with Intuit, Zella Life. Also, we're connected with Eastern University, which helps us, learn different things that we're challenged with, such as using our platforms, and other things as well. So let's see here. What else can we talk about? We're putting on. This is real talk. But anyway, I am looking for employees. Um, I'm looking for people that are go getters, and has high enthusiasm. We're also looking for someone who wants to become an entrepreneur, and this is what Sisters Original Supreme Pies does. Um, it helps individuals grow their business and find different resources to help them on their journey. Um, be right back. Don't go nowhere. Tyrone?
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tyrone Bowman Live. Conversating today with baker, owner, CEO, entrepreneur, Nefertari Mohammed. So it's good having you on the program. Now listen, y'all, in a few moments, about maybe 5 to 7, maybe 10 minutes, we're going to go over to my Instagram channel. And the conversations are going to continue over there because I'm going to talk about our other business. So this is only part one. Now, you want to hear about the other business, you're going to have to follow me on my Instagram channel at Tyrone Bowman, Faith One. Let me give it to you right now, so that way, if you all want to join us over there, you can come on and engage in the conversation. Be glad to have you on board. And it's good to be able to talk to. I want to talk to you something that I know that's really good here. So let me give you all the proper name here. Bam. There we go. Right. So it's Tyrone Bowman at Faith One. That's my YouTube channel. So, you know what we're doing? Check it out. I'll be over there in a few moments. So back to our conversation. So did you have fun?
I did. It was challenging, but I pushed my way through it.
Did you push your way through it?
Yes, I did.
Now we were talking about posterity, creating something for a living legacy, so that children can come behind. One of the main things that I'm intrigued about as a conversationalist is how we can move forward in so many ways. Because without our community, we have to do more than one thing.
Yes.
Especially black women. Black women have always been the core, the anchor of everything. And if it wasn't for sisters doing it, there would be no businesses, there would be no families, there would be no family structure, there would be no organizations. Many of our black men, we've lost too many to the streets and to prisons and to battles. Those of us who are survivors, so those who have come out of prisons and are surviving and moving forward, we have to thank God for the anchorage that we have. Now, At the end of this, I'm going to put all the information up on the screen, including the telephone number where you all can go. And I want you to be able to be supportive of what she's doing. What do you want this audience to know about what you do?
Well, actually, it's the goal. The
Yes,
goal
come a
is
little
to
closer.
become
Yes.
The goal is to go nationwide. I want Sisters Original Supreme Pies to be a household name like Sarah Lee's and
All right now.
Mrs. Smith's. We have that everyone says something about competition. As far as I'm concerned, there is no competition because when
None.
God gives you something, there is no competition. So I've deleted all that, but that's the goal. And actually, ship the pies overseas as well. We have customers a customer just went to the Middle East and he called me up and said, "I need some pies. I'm getting ready to catch a flight in the morning." And guess what? I got on I got on my horn, got on my horse, the whole 9 yards, and that brother had his pies to take his pies to the Middle East.
Now, do
as
they
well.
come in a box? Can you get them in a box?
We're
Because you got a package in the
we're
right?
we're actually working on that right now. ShopRite, and I are working together in actually scaling the business and putting the pies on the shelf. So they will have a box. This is like
Now, if I come to ShopRite, where they located this one?
this ShopRite is 2946 Island Avenue.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I like that one over there.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yeah,
know the one you're
Penrose
talking about.
Plaza.
Yes, yes.
So again, they're being sold at the Brown Street Cafe, but we both work in that kitchen together.
So if I come over there, where would I find the pies
You will
at?
find it at the Brown Street Cafe.
I know exactly where it's at.
Yes. And go
All
and
right.
see Zane.
Are you there?
Yes.
I'm gonna pop up
Yes,
one day.
come on, pop on
You
up.
gonna go right? I'm gonna pop right.
Come on, pop
I'm gonna
on
pop
up.
right on up in
Come,
there.
come on up.
Yes.
Pop in,
Yes.
and experience, Sisters Original Supreme Pies, and also try Brown Street Cafe. He makes some excellent, I think it's called chicken egg rolls.
You got a lot of comments and stuff.
Wow.
Across the street. People are
Thank
actually
you.
listening.
Thank you,
you all.
everybody.
Don't forget to subscribe to Tyrone Bowman Live, ladies and gentlemen, because you never know who's going to be live with me in studio on a Sunday morning. Listen, I like talking to everyday people because you never know where they're headed. Y'all can have all the celebrities you want. I want to talk to everyday people who are making a difference in people's lives right in their communities. One of the things that the late Georgie Woods taught me when I first started out becoming a radio announcer, DJ, and a broadcaster, stay connected to your people.
Absolutely.
When you get away from your people, you will lose your support. There'd be no soul music without black folk. You hear what I'm telling you? Long before Dick Clark started doing what he was doing, Don Cornelius was doing it first. There's nothing like Soul Train.
Absolutely.
Every Saturday,
That's right. Every Saturday.
I was right there.
The Soul Train line.
bell bottoms and all,
Hey.
afro, and spray that, keep it moving.
Absolutely.
Yes, we all grew up on that. We grew up that era.
Yes. Sir.
Soul Train and things of that nature. Now you have secret recipes I don't want you to give away, but all natural ingredients.
Yes. All natural
Because you
ingredients. Nine
natural herbs.
Nine ingredients.
And don't be going out there trying to play that number, y'all, because I know you are. I'm looking at some of you right now. You're writing that number down because you're trying to play it.
You're so funny.
Yeah, I see y'all. I see you Christians writing that number down. I'm talking to y'all. Yeah. I see you tomorrow. I'm going to take a tithe and give it to Jesus on Sunday.
Oh God!
You gotta have some humor.
This is phenomenal, everybody. Just to let you know, I'm having fun. Because guess what? This is real talk.
And then what we do?
It's real
I've
talk.
done it. I know what I'm
It's real
talking
talk.
about, Chuck.
Yes,
What?
yes. I'm loving it.
777.
Loving it. So,
Now, 9 actual ingredients
yes.
that go into making these pies.
Yes.
I'll ask you a question. This is so important. Now, you know how people are during holidays and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all garner a lot of sales then?
Absolutely. It's more Christmas than it is. I mean, it's more Thanksgiving than it is Christmas. Christmas, there's a lot of other extra added to. We got to buy gifts and all that kind of
Yes.
stuff, right? But here, when it comes to Thanksgiving, oh my God, the customers put in orders 2 weeks, 3 weeks in advance, in order to get their pies.
Well, how do
It's
you
like,
all deliver everything?
Oh, we have The people come to us. They come straight to the Brown Street Cafe.
And they don't mind coming to get them?
They don't mind. No, it's like I love my customers. I mean, any of my customers is watching this. I love y'all because the thing is that we connected. I'm connected with all of the customers, not just one, not just some, but each customer that calls. It's like I've been knowing them for 100 years.
So they go past the big pie and they come right over to Brown's Cafe?
No, what do you mean? No, because we sell it.
No, I'm talking. You
What
know
do
how
mean?
you know when they sell whatever their brand of pies is.
Yes.
They come and get yours.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Say
yes.
no
Because
more.
they sampled it, word of mouth. Facebook. I had a sister reach out to me because she saw the bean pie, and said we're having a contest in Mississippi. Can you ship a pie to Mississippi to enter in the contest? And I said yes. Guess what? We won. First place. 10 people, 10 contestants, and we won. We came in first place.
Now listen, y'all. We're getting ready to close this portion of the interview because I got to set up to go to Instagram. Give them a number. I'm gonna put it up.
Okay, so anyone who's interested in purchasing the pies, you could call us at 267-405-4042. So this is what you call our virtual store. You call, we have a conversation, we connect, we laugh, we have fun, the whole 9 yards. And then I'll send you the information and you can order your pies that way.
There
You
you
can
have
also come to the Brown Street Cafe, the Brown Street shop, right? Excuse me. Y'all got to excuse me. I got so much on my mind.
Right.
Scaling the business. But anyway, Shop Right, Brown Shop Right, 3400 Fox Street. We will be there next Sunday from 11 to 4, and you can sample the pies as many times as you want.
Just don't get greedy, yo.
As many times as you want.
Don't get greedy. I know my people. Don't go down to my. Can I have some for my kids? You know darn well they're buying for your child.
As many times as you want. Come on in and check us out. Enjoy the excitement.
Don't get all the samples and then don't buy nothing. You want to get one sample first.
We would be happy to see you.
You get one sample first. I'm trying to help you over here. Because I know my people. Y'all be sampling and don't buy nothing.
That's not true.
But what?
I got to tell you the truth. My customers, they sample as much as they want, and they do purchase the pies. He don't know yet, okay? But he knows, but he don't know.
Bring your EBT card.
No EBT. No. Just your credit card and cash app.
Y'all heard that? Don't bring that EBT card.
No EBT. I'm sorry. I want you to get upset.
Don't listen to me.
Because they get mad when I can't get my pie with an EBT card.
Nah, not happening. No EBT
And you know what
card.
I say? Not yet. They're not on the shelf. When they go on the shelf, then you can get your pies using your EBT card.
All right, listen, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you today for tuning in to Tyrone Bowman Live with
Nefertari Muhammad Sisters Original Supreme Pies. Thank you.
So until next time, never surrender.
Peace.
Never quit. Peace. We out, y'all.